She couldn't force people to write the stories that she wanted them to write, so therefore she left to get privacy so that she could write the stories in her own.
That has been hit with the shockwave Meghan Markle likely believed was buried for good. These aren't the recycled yacht images debated for years. These are newly leaked photos, never seen before, showing Meghan moving within elite circles she's never publicly explained. What makes this explosive is that sources tied to Middle Eastern high society are now speaking more openly about her pre-royal years, when she was reportedly networking with Gulf state royalty. Not casual party appearances, but calculated relationship building. In Monaco and across the Mediterranean, spaces reserved for the ultra-wealthy and deeply powerful. These aren't vacation snapshots. The images place Meghan at private gatherings alongside highly influential figures from Saudi Arabia and other wealthy nations. Settings that strongly suggest connections no one has openly addressed. And the timing couldn't be louder, as Meghan attempts to rebrand through Netflix projects and lifestyle ventures. Someone appears ready to challenge the version of her story that's been carefully curated. The real question isn't just who leaked the photos, but what else they're sitting on. Because these new images, and the questions they raise about how Meghan built her access to power, may reshape everything people thought they knew about her rise. Let's break down what surfaced over the past few weeks that sent the internet into a frenzy. Brand new yacht photos, not the old ones, but fresh images pulled from private collections and suddenly released online.
Where do you go from here? What do you become after this? You get the picture. Now, this is the reason why many people understand the marriage, shall we say, has hit one of those rocky...
These photos are different. They show Meghan in Monaco and throughout the Mediterranean during her pre-royal years, in environments far more exclusive than anything previously seen. Private yacht gatherings featuring faces instantly recognizable to anyone familiar with international finance and Middle Eastern elite circles. Champagne flowing on decks worth tens of millions, designer luxury everywhere. Within hours of the leak, social media erupted. New hashtags trended overnight. TikTok investigators dissected every frame. Twitter lit up with users connecting dots in real time. The images spread so fast because they reveal something Meghan's team has consistently avoided addressing. These aren't grainy, questionable shots of lookalikes. These photos clearly show her in situations she's never publicly discussed, scenes that raise pointed questions about how she gained access to such immense wealth and power. That's the distinction. For years, people argued over old photos. Now, new images have surfaced that appear to confirm exactly what critics have long questioned. How did a struggling actress live this lifestyle? Who opened those doors? That's what everyone is asking.
I wanted to go back to LA, and that Canada was always going to be a pit stop. From the very beginning, this woman orchestrated leaving the royal family because all she's ever wanted in her life was to be an A-lister in Hollywood. She did not have the talent to become an A-lister in Hollywood. She was relegated to a D-list actress spot on a show called Suits that nobody in America had seen, but apparently, which Prince Harry lets us know.
Even more interesting, these photos didn't leak randomly. Multiple sources connected to elite international circles are now speaking more freely about Meghan's activities during her so-called yacht years. And what they're describing aligns perfectly with what the images show. According to them, Meghan wasn't casually attending parties. She was operating within an established networking circuit, a world where influential figures connect with individuals who know how to navigate those spaces professionally. One source familiar with that environment explained it plainly. These networks revolve around relationship building, offering polished company at exclusive events, traveling between elite destinations, and maintaining absolute discretion. It's networking at the highest level, and during her struggling actress phase, Meghan fits that profile precisely. Ambitious, largely unknown, yet suddenly moving through international circles far beyond her reported income. That doesn't happen by chance. Someone made those introductions.
I think she was 35 or 30 when she came into the royal family. She'd had a life, she was an actress, she'd been married before, so she was pretty much clued up. And I think what's happened is she's come into the royal family and this archaic system has tried to control her and say, you will do this, you will do that, you will not go.
Been widely reported is this. Sources now claim these newly leaked images came from someone inside those very circles. Someone with documentation. Someone who knows exactly who Meghan was connecting with and how. Someone seemingly ready to tell more. That alone suggests this may not be the end. If these yacht photos were leaked deliberately, what else exists? What other proof is out there about how Meghan really built her path to influence? Behind closed doors in elite circles, conversations are happening that mainstream media won't touch. The new images place Meghan at private events attended by Saudi and Gulf state figures not coincidentally, but at the same locations on the same yachts, with the same facilitators known for arranging these exclusive networking environments. Consider how sealed off those spaces are. You don't wander into private yacht gatherings with royalty and billionaires. You're chosen, invited, vouched for. Someone decided you belong there for specific reasons.
Actress, what she does is that she studies people. She's not a good actress, but she is a trained one, right? She's been doing it her entire life. And there is no doubt that she studied Princess Diana. She studied her mannerisms towards Harry when he was a boy and the way that she grabs her face. And this is the psychopathic elements of what she does, putting a pregnancy text next to Princess Diana's hair, saying that she put her hands on the grave to have a conversation with her.
What stands out in the circulating photos is how comfortable Meghan appears in those settings. Not like an outsider who stumbled into privilege, but like someone who understood the rules of that world and the value she brought into it. And sources are now saying this more directly. During those yacht years, Meghan reportedly formed ongoing networking relationships with individuals connected to Saudi and Gulf state elites. Not one-off meetings, but repeated interactions traveling together, attending multiple exclusive events and maintaining strict discretion. Think about what that implies. If people within those circles are now willing to speak openly, and if images from private collections are suddenly surfacing, it suggests a shift. Someone has decided her past is fair game. Someone is challenging the official narrative.
But once Meghan came on the scene, leaky ship. People were singing like a bird. Why? Because they were Meghan's spies. She was purposely putting that out there. She hired several PR.
Look closely at what these fresh images actually reveal. Photos dated between 2008 and 2012 years when Meghan was publicly described as a struggling actress, barely getting by in Los Angeles. Yet the images place her on luxury yachts in Monaco and the Mediterranean, environments frequented by international billionaires. In 2010 specifically, new photos show Meghan attending yacht events during the same period. Saudi and Gulf state figures were known to be present in Monaco. Same locations, same elite circles, same facilitators with reputations for connecting. Global business power players.
I think she was scared of coming back to this country, and quite rightly, because the people of this country don't like the fact that she's stolen our prince. And she's literally brainwashed him, blinkered him, and tied him down to his California.
2011 when she lands Suits. Not through the usual Hollywood pipeline, but through connections few have been able to clearly trace. Where did those relationships come from? The new photos point toward an answer. Years spent networking with influential figures capable of opening doors and making calls. By the time she meets Prince Harry in 2016 through Marcus Anderson and Soho House, Meghan has already spent nearly a decade navigating elite environments. She understands power dynamics. She knows how to position herself as valuable. She's practiced in building relationships that matter.
To Meghan at the opening ceremony of the Invictus Games. And it's amazing when you look at that footage back because you realize just how far Prince Harry has dropped.
Here's the real kicker. These newly leaked photos show a pattern, not coincidence. Multiple yachts, multiple years. The same type of powerful international figures appearing again and again. That's not accidental, that's strategic. Which leads to a bigger conclusion. These images didn't surface by mistake. Someone waited, right as Meghan attempts to rebuild her image-launching lifestyle brands. And Netflix projects this evidence appears.
There have been lots of scandals which have never come out, I'm told, and the palace have been able to shut them down. So I think the belief is that they can shut these scandals down, and it's only when the scandals emerge that they have to put Plan B into practice. So, and I think if that's the case, then that could be very damaging if that's the rationale.
Whoever released these images wanted maximum impact. They waited until Meghan believed this chapter of her past was safely behind her, until she assumed there was nothing concrete left to surface. Then suddenly new, undeniable images drop online. And the timing signals something else. Whoever leaked them knows far more. These aren't random disclosures. They're warning shots, a message that says, we have more, and if the past continues to be denied, more may follow.
Dropping her children off at school, which she conveniently brought the cut reporter to, because, quote, I would have 40 photographers taking photos in a press pen if I wanted to drop Archie at school in the UK. Meanwhile, my friend Dan Wooten, who has broken tons of news on them, says William and Kate drop off and pick up their 3 kids, including the future King of England.